Have you ever wondered about the current state of the global economy and the shifts in monetary trends? Picture a world where the balance of power is shifting, where the BRICS plus alliance, comprising of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, now represents 40% of the global population and 30% of the world's GDP. This alliance is not just a group of countries, it's a force that's reshaping the global economic landscape. Over 30 additional countries have expressed an interest in joining this alliance, further expanding its influence. Russia, a key player in this bloc, is conducting about 95% of its trade in non-dollar currencies. The bloc is actively discussing alternatives to the US dollar, including a potential gold-backed currency, a move that could significantly alter the dynamics of the global financial system. Interest rates and monetary policies are also playing a critical role. The Bank of Canada has made a 50 basis point rate cut. The U.S. Federal Reserve is expected to make a 25 basis point cut in November. Markets are keenly watching for potential deeper cuts if economic data, particularly employment numbers, deteriorates. Let's shift our focus to the U.S. dollar and debt. U.S. debt has skyrocketed, exceeding $35 trillion. Despite these high debt levels, the U.S. dollar remains dominant, accounting for 88% of global foreign exchange trades. The U.S. is running deficits at about 7% of GDP despite strong economic growth. It's worth noting that neither presidential candidate is expected to prioritize deficit reduction. The gold market, too, is experiencing some interesting trends. Central banks, especially in BRICS nations, are increasing their gold reserves. Gold prices are near record highs despite some profit-taking. Chinese consumers, due to limited investment alternatives, have been significant gold buyers. Political and trade outlooks are uncertain. U.S. election uncertainty could impact markets. Rising protectionism and potential new tariffs could affect global trade. The Mexico peso is particularly sensitive to U.S. election outcomes. Markets are watching for potential Chinese stimulus measures, which could significantly impact emerging markets and commodities. So, where does all this lead us? An expert suggests that the combination of weaponizing the dollar against Russia, rising fiscal deficits, political instability, and BRICS cooperation all point toward a gradual decline in dollar dominance. However, this process would likely be gradual rather than sudden. In summary, the world is experiencing a shift in the balance of economic power. The BRICS Plus alliance is gaining strength, interest rates and monetary policies are under scrutiny, the US dollar and debt are a concern, the gold market is volatile, and political and trade outlooks are uncertain. The future of the global economy is a fascinating story that continues to unfold.